the highest honor our country awards its citizens who illuminate the path of excellence. She has earned her place at the very top, from running barefoot to breaking 2 world records within a year, is the ultimate stage of heroism. Faith's journey is an inspiration to all our young and aspiring athletes. I equally salute Ferdinand Omanyala, Mary Moraa, Kevin Kiptum, Emmanuel Wanyonyi, Faith Cherotich, who have also registered their presence in the world stage, and they too will be feted. This administration has also taken deliberate steps to build and invest in the creative economy. First, the famous Grammy Awards have a partnership with us, and starting January, the Innovation Studios of Hollywood have agreed to begin shooting multiple movie rights here in Kenya. Google, in collaboration with the Ministries of Education and ICT, has begun implementing a Kenya Institute of Curriculum Education-sponsored coding program in primary and secondary schools to reach 4 million learners. The partnership will also train 42,000 teachers. I have good news for our creatives and those who imagine and produce content through Facebook and Instagram. Just yesterday, Meta committed to helping creators in Kenya earn money for crafting original content. Following a pilot program with eligible creators in the country, Meta will be expanding monetization opportunities and allowing more creators to earn a living doing what they love. Kenya possesses impressive credentials as a source of highly professional human capital with highly educated, trained, skilled, and dynamic young people. We have systematically and intentionally negotiated separate bilateral agreements with countries in the Middle East, Europe, and the Americas to connect our skilled workforce with opportunities globally. This will provide exposure to thousands of Kenyans to work in international organizations, engage in global assignments, and monetize their skills and talents as they enhance their incomes and personal development. Millions of Kenyans already working abroad have been great ambassadors for our country and have made huge contributions through their remittances to the development of Kenya. Ndugu wa Kenya, Kenya remains committed to driving climate action, and I am proud that we can play a significant role shaping the climate agenda on the continent. We have demonstrated leadership which has been recognized both on the continent and beyond, and we must continue to play our part both domestically and on the global stage. Recently, I launched the Africa Green Industrialization Initiative in partnership with the United Arab Emirates and several other African heads of states at COP28 in Dubai. The goal of the initiative is to enable businesses to build rapidly in Kenya using our renewable energy resources and across our continent. In keeping with our commitment, ladies and gentlemen, to correct the market failure in the provision of affordable credit, especially to those who have no access to any collateral, and to free millions of Kenyans trapped in the credit rating maze. The Hustler Fund has grown to become the largest financial inclusion program in Kenya, dispersing Kenya's shillings 42 billion to more than 21 million borrowers across Kenya. A week ago, we celebrated the Hustler Fund's first anniversary. Borrowers on the fund have saved Kenya shillings 2 billion with a repayment rate of 75% nationally. As promised, we have already enhanced credit limits for over 1.2 million borrowers and spent 500 million to match long-term savings on a ratio of Kenya shillings 1 for every Kenya shillings 2 saved. At the end of this month, just in a few days, every saver will be paid an attractive interest rate of 12% on all their savings. Over 7.7 million people are regular borrowers on the Hustler Fund platform. The fund will be enhanced from next month with specific financial products to provide additional enterprise and business facilities for existing Mama Mboga and Boda Boda SACCOs across Kenya. We undertook to build a culture of savings in Kenya as an effort to create long-term investment resources to fund our growth and development and provide better retirement for working Kenyans. The new NSSF contribution model has enhanced monthly contributions by 4.5 times. Consequently, the fund will raise an additional 400 billion in the next 5 years, tripling the value of the fund from 300 billion to over 1 trillion by 2027. Furthermore, our countrymen and women no longer have to wait for over 3 months to receive their retirement benefits. Owing to the digitization and automation, NSSF benefit processing turnaround time has improved significantly from an average of 82 days to 10 days, and with a further reduction envisaged in processing period to come down to 1 day by next year. We are also undertaking the expansion of retirement benefits coverage to 15 million Kenyans currently active in the informal sector through product innovation and bottom-up enrollment strategies at the grassroots level. Ladies and gentlemen, we made a commitment to our dear citizens who are elderly, orphaned, and those who live with severe disability that they shall receive their social protection stipends before public servants, including the President, receive their salaries. We have kept our word and delivered on this commitment. Consequently, all the 1,200,000 eligible beneficiaries now receive their stipends on time before we are all paid as public servants. We have, however, allocated an additional 2 billion shillings for newly enrolled beneficiaries who are undergoing verification at the moment, and we will begin to disburse their stipends by 1st March next year. This program has had challenges with the beneficiaries traveling long distances and spending considerable portions of their stipend on logistics. Working with Safaricom, we have structured a new delivery mechanism for all our stipend-earning beneficiaries to receive their stipends from M-Pesa agents in their localities. Orphans and persons living with severe disability will begin using this new mechanism this month in a few days. The elderly will, however, start in January because the process is being finalized. I commend Safaricom for demonstrating corporate patriotism and providing this service free of charge. Ndugu wa Kenya, Kenyans are doing their part to support the effort to stabilize and grow our economy. Their sacrifices and contributions are essential and must be honored. We are therefore taking strong measures to ensure that all public resources are administered transparently, efficiently, and in a secure manner. One of our best interventions is the use of digital technology and the migration of all government services and revenue collection to a single pay bill. Since this measure was implemented, we have witnessed a significant rise in total revenues collected. Besides enhancing revenue collection, digitization has eliminated revenue leakage through corruption and theft. It is most important that we sustain this progress in promoting integrity, transparency, and efficiency in resource management. And for this reason, I direct that all agencies observe the December 31st deadline to finalize the migration to e-Citizen platform. It is only right that I match this admirable commitment by the people of Kenya to do their part in getting the economy going and give an assurance that all taxes collected by government shall be put to their intended use and that no single shilling, no Kenyan shilling, shall be lost through embezzlement, theft, or corruption. I urge our justice, law, and order institutions led by the judiciary and the anti-corruption agencies to discharge their mandate without fear, favor, ill will, or prejudice. I also give my personal undertaking to support the timely prosecution of all those involved in corruption without regard to their social, economic, ethnic, political status, or connection, or any other consideration whatsoever. This is the minimum that is expected of us in fulfillment of our constitutional mandate, and Kenyans deserve no less. The story of our nation's sovereignty cannot be fully told without mentioning the fundamental character of our territorial integrity, economic prosperity, political democracy, the rule of law, and the integrity of our social fabric. Our national security apparatus have remained a strong shield against terrorism, crime, and insecurity. As we continue to invest resources into the security sector, we continue to expect continuous improvement in its overall capacity to keep our nation's boundaries inviolable, our people's lives and property safe and secure. I cannot forget the public service. Every member of our civil service has been entrusted with a rare opportunity to make their unique contribution to national transformation. As such, they are at a most advantageous position to demonstrate our national values and principles of governance for the benefit of all Kenyans. Today, I appreciate you for being loyal servants, dependable professionals, and true patriots, and urge you to do more as our people's partners in the transformation of Kenya. Much has been given to you by the people of Kenya, and therefore, much more is expected of you. On behalf of the people, I shall hold you to the highest standards of efficiency, effectiveness, transparency, and accountability in serving our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, infrastructure development is a critical enabler for transformation of agriculture, delivery of health, job creation, and overall economic growth. As a result, our investment in road and rail network, electricity generation and connection, and water harvesting, storage, and reticulation continue to be a critical component of our development strategy. A comprehensive multi-year plan is progressively being implemented to support the overall socio-economic development of the country. Our world, ladies and gentlemen, our world and the good in it belongs to those who are not shy to embrace globalization. Kenyans have shown time and again that we are not afraid of the world beyond our borders. We venture abroad fearlessly and warmly welcome our visitors from near and far. This is not by accident. The scientific history account of early humanity is told by various archaeological sites in our country. In short, we are the first home of all humanity, and we joyfully embrace our ancestral task of welcoming humanity home. That Kenya is the home of humanity is a scientific fact that fills us with pride and underscores our rich heritage. It is with great pleasure, as President of this extraordinary country, to make a historic announcement of the decision of the government of Kenya. Beginning January 2024, Kenya will be a visa-free country. It shall no longer be necessary for any person from any corner of the globe to carry the burden of applying for a visa to come to Kenya. To echo the call of the Turkana people to the world, Tobongu Lore, a simple message to humanity: welcome home. This is why the government of Kenya has abolished the requirement of visas for all visitors. To implement this new policy, we have developed a digital platform to ensure that all travelers to Kenya are identified in advance on an electronic platform. Consequently, all travelers will obtain electronic travel authorization as they come to Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, I have set out an account clearly showing that although much remains to be done to bring economic progress up to the level of our political maturity and to transform our economy to the ranks of our historical peers globally, we nevertheless have real cause to celebrate the contributions made by each one of us